Hello, hello, hello. Good morning / evening / whatever fits the best for you. New day, new possibilities. Pointing again. How are you doing? I'm sorry about the hair. Just have to say that immediately. It's a mess, but it's because we are gonna change it to silver in a live stream soon. So I'm sorry, but I did have a sub goal, so now I can't wash my hair for a couple of days. So it looks a little bit weird, but I hope you can live with it. I have to. And also my hamburger outfit, it's because it's cold, so I'm just wearing my hamburger for a little bit. Probably gonna get warm of watching this video though, because we're gonna check out every single Warhammer Space Marine Legion in a nutshell. I'm so looking forward to this. I have watched the every single faction, part 1 and part 2. You can check them out on my YouTube page. And then a lot of people said that I should check this out next. So I've been just waiting to get time to do it because it's like 42 minutes long. So it's Sunday here right now in the morning, and I'm with my second cup of coffee this time, and we're gonna enjoy it. And I can't wait. I can almost not even sit still on this chair, man. I cannot wait. Also, still a little bit sick, so sorry about that if I sound weird. But I can't wait to get healthy or like not sick to do this. We gotta do it right now. So let's do it.
To the people on the internet, the time has come. The reckoning begins.
He's talking to me. I'm the people on the internet. I'm one guy on the internet at least. Thank you. Thank you. Also, in case I didn't say, it's 𝗦cie. It's 𝗦cie. You should check him out. I'm gonna like. I have seen like 6 seconds of the video. Already love it.
Your boy got himself a shaker cup. After many months of shilling gamer subs like mad, my favorite thing to do, we have ourselves a goddamn shaker cup. It's here, the official 𝗦cie waifu shaker cup. Do you see the gal on here? If it's not great at focusing, I'm sure there'll be a thing in the background. Skater.
That's a great gal. That's a great gal. I'm not gonna say too much about that. Okay. She's just a great gal.
Put a thing in the background. Long white hair, absolutely. A bit more toned, abs, obviously. Bikini, hit it. Legally distinct mark on the face, of course. She wants you to do the diddle thing, maybe, but most likely to serve in a glorious army. Legally
to serve in a glorious army? You're doing good here. This is funny. This is funny.
Distinct? I think so. The 𝗦cie Shaker Cup is available now, and you should get it while it is hot. But if you're thinking, 𝗦cie, what should I put in this? Well, how about my top 10 favorite gamer subs flavors? From number 1 to number 10, all of them incredible, but listed regardless, and an addendum for those that are caffeine free. This shaker cup is available now.
By the way, I'm sorry, but I don't want to like skip his stuff, you know? If I'm reacting to his video, we gotta check out everything, or like we can't skip his like sponsorships and stuff like that. That is just rude. Just so you know, just so you don't hate me in the comments, and I love you.
In the description of this video, you may use code 𝗦cie as well at checkout to get a discount on your order. A massive amount of profits goes to yours truly, and a huge thank you to Gamer Subs for sponsoring and for getting me this beautiful, beautiful cup. Go out there and get it. I'm gonna take one more sip for the camera, slow it down, throw some sexy music in there, and I'll see you guys soon.
I'm getting thirsty now. Oh, damn. Ooh. He knows how to do it real sexy like.
Hello everybody, my name is 𝗦cie, currently stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class. God bless the 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. Many of you have come across my Every Faction Explained video.
Yes.
Firstly, thank you.
That was a really good video. I'm like, the bar is up here for me now. Like, I'm expecting this to be as epic, and I can't wait.
Secondly, we are here to dig a little deeper. Space Marines are the quintessential poster boys of Warhammer 40,000. When people think 40K, they think Space Marines. But there are many types of Space Marines, formed from 20 separate legions. We are going to rattle them off in order and give you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer, like in my Every Faction Explained video, this is a mix of accuracy and memes. If I say the Salamanders Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that, mostly.
Mostly. So it does happen.
I would like to pet this creature.
But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine. A Space Marine being a genetically modified super soldier that's had 1,000,000 new and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies.
Refrigerators? Wait, is it true? Is that on a refrigerator? I don't know what each part of the suit does. Is this the meme part or is this like truth? Please tell me in the comments. I'm asking for a friend again.
And are so far above the average human that they are referred to as demigods instead. Each Space Marine has a father.
That is cool.
Unlike you, a Primarch, which is basically an even bigger Space Marine that was forged in a lab by the God Emperor of mankind, that gigantic gold.
Okay, so do I understand correctly that it was like you got the Emperor and then the next level was created, not like it's not his children. It's not like he had sex with a girl and then it turns into like a superhuman. It's like molded in a lab, basically, just created in a lab. And then how is the next level then? Is the next level also the same? Where it's like they just take some genes and do some manipulations and then they create one in the lab? Or did they go out and find a wife? I'm curious here. I mean, asking for a friend. I'm sorry for all the questions. There's way too many questions, I know. But I'm just very curious. And I always get so great answers in the comments. By the way, if you're watching this as a fellow noob, then thank you very much. You're probably gonna get really good answers in the comments.
Golden dude you see everywhere, who is both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The Primarchs are his 20 sons, built in a lab, who lead 20 legions of Space Marines, who are their sons. Not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated Primarch via a gene seed, a special organ carrying the genetic makeup of their Primarch and, you know, their seed. So if Jagged...
I got my answer already. Wow. Okay, so first level, created in a lab. Second level, butchered together? That is just wild. That is insane. That is wild.
𝗦cie Khan of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast. Then his sons, the Space Marines, also want to go really, really fast. I should note that I am only referring to the legions this time around. If you're interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I do have an excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore, everything about them. It's a very long video. I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what you need. And now,
probably gonna check that out.
Explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first legion.
Dark Angels. That is the first legion. Okay.
Dark Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch Lionel Johnson, a duelist, a knight, a real asshole, I'm not gonna lie. The single word descriptor, paranoid. The Dark Angels are our first legion, hailing from the death world known as 𝗮𝗯. Their Primarch, Lionel Johnson, is what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character.
Damn. So he is paranoid. Dark Angels, Dark Angels. I'm trying to get it into my head. Dark Angels. But he's paranoid. And it blew up? Or was that a meme? Because he's memeing.
He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the Knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names...
Whoa, these are really cool graphics. They look insanely cool. And they got like proper swords. Like this, I am very like unsure of when it comes to Warhammer, because there's like insane weapons with like their guns that are like firing huge bullets, more like rockets, as I understand it. But like they have chainsaws and swords. And do you bring a knife to a gunfight? Do you? Maybe you do if it's like close quarters, like in the Death Corps of Krieg, when the guy jumps through the wall. That is pretty effective. But in general, I just feel so strange looking at swords when it comes to like high-tech stuff. But maybe it's gonna grow on me a lot more. It's not like I don't like it, because they look insanely cool. Like, look at that sword with the angel skull on it. It's insanely cool, and huge space marine. But it's like, is it effective? That is my issue. That is my issue. I'm not sure. I'm not sold yet.
Also follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence. Fallen? What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you have never heard.
Just give me 1 second here. I got a tip the other day that I should skip back a little bit whenever I pause. Seek backwards for 5 seconds. Left, right arrow. Will that work? Because then I will...
Heard of the
Oh! Yes, because then whenever I pause, I'll try to skip back a little bit, so we don't miss anything.
Fallen? Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist, and if they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist. They love their interrogations. They thrive in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorched earth policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special group where they formulate themselves into 3 different factions. The Deathwing Terminators, slow-moving, tough phalanx. The Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers. And the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but not in the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable.
That is so cool.
If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep night type lore, run the Dark Angels.
The One Piece!
They looked really cool. They looked really cool, and I like the theme. I like the theme a lot. It's like, starting off pretty strong. But I have a feeling it's gonna be even better. But they are paranoid. I need to try and remember. Dark Angels, paranoid. They're good for many different jobs with their power tools. And he's a Giga Chad, so he's a total dick. I need to remember all of these things. It's important. Also, by the way, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing.
The One Piece is real!
Our second Legion is a special one.
Which?
If you can see, the numbers all go to 11.
The Emperor's Children. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Fulgrim, a perfectionist, an artist, a sneaky snake. And the single word descriptor, perfection. The Emperor's Children are all about the pursuit of perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other aspect of life. Their armor is a gleaming pink, purple, and gold. Their ships have spires of gorgeous marble and gold statues in their honor. Fulgrim is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal of all things. And I mean, look at him. Can you truly tell me that he is not perfect? The hair, the features. As Primarchs go, he is the one you look at, and if 40K had a guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and never call you back, this is the fucking guy. Which is
and never call you back as well? That is so cool. Holy shit. This is strange. Oh, I was getting a little bit confused because it's like Dark Angels, First Legion, and then he goes into Emperor's Children, and that is the Third Legion. So I was thinking, where's the Second Legion? But that is probably gonna come later. 7th, 9th, 10th, 12th, 13th, 4th, 50th. Did he skip the Second Legion? I feel like the second is gone. Is the second gone? You can't see me hovering over the bar there, but I can't see the Second Legion. But perfection, that is something strange to like work so hard towards. Or no, it's not that strange. A lot of people work towards perfection, so it's not that strange. But it is kind of wild, because this is a messy world, right? It's a lot of mess. But I guess these people have like crazy OCD, and they're really cool. Imagine them fighting though. That is probably just like an art piece getting like painted in front of your eyes, probably.
Sex you've ever had and never call you back, this is the fucking guy. Which is why this pursuit of decadence led them to the evils of chaos. Yes, Emperor's Children are our first Chaos Legion, and not just a normal one.
But it kind of makes sense though. Like if they're going for perfection, they're gonna know. They're gonna know where, or like they're gonna experience that perfection is not something you can achieve. And I guess they got like really angry because they couldn't achieve their perfection or something, and they got like lured into the dark side. Now it sounds like I'm talking about Star Wars, but as I understand, the Star Wars is like has some inspiration from here. Don't most modern like modern induce like this quotation marks? No, I don't know. But yeah, this is wild. So their chaos is like basically half. I'm probably gonna get my answers.
Emperor's Children are our first Chaos Legion, and not just a normal one. One devoted to, you guessed it, 𝗦cie, the Prince of Pleasure, God of unspeakable excess. The Emperor's Children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through 𝗦ci's great will. They torture and maim to feel perfection through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound. And they slaughter, aiming for perfection in war. 𝗦ci himself lost the battle against 𝗦cie as a demon sword corrupted his mind and transformed him into the sexy man he was, into the sexy snake he is now. A demon Primarch, corrupted and bringing his legion's will by himself. As far as Emperor's Children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor, despite
no. They can't be screaming that. What trolls? They're really trolls. But these artwork of them, it's horrifying. It's super horrifying. And really cool theme with the perfection when you put it on the dark side. Because I'm not sure how to explain it, but I feel like perfection isn't that cool when it's like actually trying to get perfect, you know? When it's like, okay, you're so beautiful and you're so nice and you're so moving so nicely and you're fighting so coolly. It can be really cool if it's like, oh, how can I explain it? Like John Wick when he's fighting. That is insanely cool. That is perfection for me. But like, when people are like giga chads and want to have perfection, it's not super cool. But when you have the dark side trying to be like perfection and it's like in a gruesome way, then it starts to become really interesting. And they have screaming guns. It's like it torture. But I guess the sex god 𝗦cie, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like you would like to torture and get all of the emotions out of them. Oh my god. But the gruesome like artwork, and I love it. I love it so much. I can really feel that I'm being, I sound different because I'm sick, so I'm really sorry about that. But I hope you will enjoy the video anyway. Like, my brain is still here.
Being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever taken a little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at a concert was too loud and you didn't bring any earplugs, or whatever the reason, you just take all those things and you dial it and you dial it and you twist it and the knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's Children.
Whoa.
is dead.
Iron Warriors. Okay. And also, for the Emperor.
And that is the Emperor's Children.
God is dead. God remains dead. And we have killed him.
The Iron Warriors.
Whoa.
Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀, a warlord, a siege smith, an incel. Single
𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. That was a difficult one. Like, difficult to say. This was the Iron Warriors. Learning. But he's an incel? What the hell? I'm looking forward to learning more about this beast. Look at him. This does not look right. It looks insane. Does he even have a neck? I think he's necklace. Necklace? What? English is kind of hard sometimes. But he has so many wires into the skull or the head here that it doesn't seem like he have a neck. But he looks insane though. Oh, I just want to see him in like combat. That would be so cool.
𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀, a warlord, a siege smith, an incel. Single word descriptor, siege. Continuing the trend of our Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝗀 of Olympia. To understand the Iron Warriors though, one must first understand 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝗀. A man so bitter coffee beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even more. Someone...
Wait. The description of him was before he went over to the dark side? He was so bitter from basically the start here. Maybe you guys are gonna like fill in some blanks here, but yeah, he was just spawned like a angry man, bitter man.
So laughably petty, so incredibly bitter that he goes full circle to becoming likable. Why? Because he's competent. The Horus Heresy. We didn't talk about the Horus Heresy.
What?
Intermission.
Intermission.
So Horus was the Emperor's favorite son, right? You know, so the Emperor walked into his room. Horus said, Dad.
I love this. Have more. Explain everything like this to me. Like a proper child. I love it. It's so cool.
Horus was the Emperor's favorite son, right? You know, so the Emperor walked into his room. Hello. Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton, and she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me!
And then it started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall. Though it takes the last drop of my blood.
Yeah. So Iron War.
What? Okay, that was a little bit intense there. I'm getting goosebumps in my skull, which is weird. Wow, he got really pissed. He really wanted to... His dad didn't think that having feelings for Amurath was like a real thing, or like that Amurath was gonna meet him in the future because he gifted 250 subs. Like, if someone gives 250 subs to me, I'm gonna sit on a plane and go over there immediately, you know? That is just how the world works. How didn't you understand that, Dad? Dad! I would go insane like this as well if my dad said that Amurath wouldn't want to hang out with me. I'm kidding, of course. I'm not jumping on a plane for 250 subs. I'm scared of meeting people. But damn, he got real pissed. And like his voice and everything was so hardcore. I feel like just, oh my god. And like he wanted the world to burn, and it was so intense. That is so cool. But I guess there's a part of the story there that he memed this, so I don't know what really happened. But I guess he memed it because like this is something everybody knows. But I don't know what happened between the son and the father there. Why did he get so pissed? Did he like a girl and wasn't allowed to date her? Maybe there is no dating in Warhammer. When I think about it. Maybe. Between the Space Marines and people. Or other Space Marines? Is there Space Marine sex? Maybe they can't take their suits off. So many questions here. So many weird questions. I'm so sorry.
Warriors. The Horus Heresy wouldn't have... Yeah. So Iron Warriors, the Horus Heresy wouldn't have gotten shit done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that is the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and you kill and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This is a thing they do. They summon...
They do this? Whoa, they trap demons in machines. They go hardcore. They're like, we're gonna do a really good job. We're gonna build this industrial empire of like war, this war machine. But it's easy to build a war machine for us because we're so hardcore. So we're just gonna start building even insane war machines by trapping demons in them. Why? This is so intense. I feel like Warhammer is just like, I feel like I thought I started to get used to things being crazy, and then you give me a little bit more crazy. I just get in awe. I'm in shock. I don't know what to say.
Demons to trap and use as shock troops. The Iron Warriors are siege warfare incarnate. They are heavy weapons. They are tanks. They are turrets, and they don't die. They hate Imperials.
They don't die as in. Maybe it's kind of sane, but I feel like maybe they're just so panzer armored that they can't get hit by a single bullet. It's like you got... Okay, if I would have said like an extreme thing, I would say like a meter. Like thick armor. But maybe they're like the football field thick. They're just like, you ain't going in here. Ever. Whoa.
Hate Imperial Fists.
Do you need a pacifier, Iron Baby? No! No, I don't!
They are bitter incarnate. 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀 and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not another speeding ticket. I'll fight it in court, but...
White Scars. That is the next. Okay.
You.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not another speeding ticket. I'll fight it in court, but I don't think they're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
The White Scars. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Jagatai Khan. A speed demon, a plane strider, a roast god. Single word descriptor, speed. Hailing from Chagoris. The White Scars are all about speed. They love melee, but they love it even more when they are doing it from a motorcycle or land speeder. Or honestly, just running really damn fast. The White Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot, and that's lore accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it.
This gives like an insane Genghis Khan vibe, you know? Like Genghis Khan, he was hardcore. I'm so scared of saying like facts from history, because I failed at a couple of them in the past. People commented out, but I think it's okay, because you're gonna get the facts in the comments, most probably. But wasn't he a hardcore, like, he was really good at warfare. Like, he was hardcore good. And he, like, got, he combined, like, such a huge kingdom. It was insanely vast. I'm, like, halfway through his book. Or like the biography, but I'm getting like a Genghis Khan vibe here, because these could as well just be horses, you know, moving fast throughout the fields. This is really cool. They're fast. I wonder how fast these bikes are. It's probably not like today's kind of fast. It's probably like zoom kind of fast. Probably.
Seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are known as the laughing killers because they ride into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat. And as you can tell by their Primarch's name, they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land.
Yes! 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 Finally, I nailed something. I nailed this. Thank you. Thank you very much. That is really cool.
Mark's name, they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the old times of Genghis Khan, and consider this is 40k and everybody's evil. Now that fits. The white scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on 𝗬𝗏. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient. He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops, which is what makes him and the white scars dangerous.
Wow.
His skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The white scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments.
Wow.
All it does is surprise those who underestimate them.
And surprise them fast. They can just like zoom into combat, probably. And it's like, who the hell are these? Are they good? Are they bad? Who are they? And then it's like, pew, they're already dead. They don't even know it. Wow. I need to take off my hamburger suit because now I'm getting really hot here. Okay, there we go. Oh, glasses. We need to see them. They're so fast, so I need glasses.
Their accomplishments. All it does is surprise those who underestimate them. Speed, awesome Mongolian vibe they got going on. And if you really like to stab people, that's the white scars for you. Shameless thirst break.
This is dog. Woof, 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 woof.
Space Wolves.
Woof, bitch.
The Space Wolves. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, 𝗬𝗏, a Viking, a Savage, the Undertaker. Single word to
This is my guy. This is the Viking guy, right? And I'm a Norwegian, so basically a Viking in disguise. It just doesn't look much like I don't look much like a Viking, but I'm a Viking at heart, you know? I am a proper Viking. But he's a loyalist. Does that mean that he is loyal to the Emperor right now? Or is it a plot twist? I think it could be like a true loyalist. They look insanely cool though. Oh my god, and the epic sword. Look at that sword.
𝗬𝗏, a Viking, a Savage, the Undertaker. Single word descriptor. Wolf, 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 wolf. There's so many goddamn wolf units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name?
13 units.
The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail
Whoa.
from Fenris, a frozen wasteland of a world with their Primarch, 𝗬𝗏. I don't
So
really
cool.
need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the Space Wolves because it's
They're cool.
very obvious who they are. They are the second most like obvious what their shtick is legion in the 20 legions besides the
Makes
world
sense.
leaders. When you look at the Space Wolves behind, what do you see? Do you see Vikings in space? You've done it. Congratulations, you have found Vikings in space. But they have as much in common with a regular Marine as an old-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The Space Wolves distill a special mead out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human, so they could get drunk. They have fangs in the—
Yeah, I was thinking about the fangs. Like I saw it was fangs. I was thinking like, are they also vampires? Or is it something else? But maybe they just want to be more wolfy, wolf-like. Or is it to rip meat off like things? Just like, but they do get drunk. Well, proper Viking.
poisonous plant that would kill a normal human, so they could get drunk. They have fangs in their mouths. They sometimes cannibalize their enemies. Sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge
Damn.
about them from there and about battle plans. The Space Wolves are
Damn.
savages. They're raiders. They're Vikings. But despite all of this, they are loyal to their core. 𝗬𝗏 is an egotistical guy who just shouts stories and tales of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But at the same time, he was so damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker to show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build.
Well, is that gonna be my legion? Maybe just because I'm a Norwegian, maybe I have to be a Space Wolf. Maybe. But I do like the people that wanted to be perfectionists. The Emperor's children. They're kind of awesome because they're evil and their sex god is their god. 𝗬𝗏 or something. Now, so far, I think... Okay, so we got the White Scars, Iron Warriors, Emperor's Children, Dark Angels. I'm not sure if I found my legion. Maybe the Iron Wolves, but maybe I'm not gonna find my legion. I'm not sure, but it's interesting. Imperial Fists.
If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no choice. We have no choice. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall.
The Imperial Fists. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn.
Ooh, that guy looks like a proper, like, Roman emperor. Like, not gonna lie. He does. He does look like a Roman emperor. Am I right? Maybe I'm right. I'm just fixing my glasses. Let's see.
Imperial Fists. Allegiance, Loyalist.
Imperial,
Primarch,
yeah.
Rogel Dorn. A builder, a phalanx, and he needs a hand. Single word descriptor.
He needs a hand.
Fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn, their homeworld of Inuit. However, they themselves are actually a fleet-based chapter, with their main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx. The Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love to serve. The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn
You cannot not say that these are like basically Roman. Look at those suits. They look so Roman. And you have like the leaf around the head there. There must be a Roman like vibe here going on. And the Romans were really good at building, right? And didn't he just say that these were like good at fortifying and building and stuff like that? And he needs a hand. I don't know what that is about, but he needs a hand. He needs a hand? Has he lost his hand? Or is it a sex joke? Or what is going on there? I'm so curious. I hope it tells me. Oh my god.
Love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock in brain and body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates. Not the swords he makes, but like blunt, strong weapons. The fists are the same.
Yeah, the first thing I was thinking, like, is his swords like really like just not chopping anything? They're like boop boop boop. But he was meaning like the Warhammers. The Warhammer.
Take your archetypical American Marine style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses, and you have the Imperial Fists. They are immovable. When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't breach them. Their knowledge of defensive warfare is paramount. Without them, the Horus Heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today. And let's not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron Warriors are so bitter? These guys are the...
Did you see his face? Wait. Whoa, I accidentally muted. There.
Rivalry. Want to know?
There! That face is just gruesome. That is gruesome. Is that a good guy? Or like, that is a stupid question because it's like good and bad in Warhammer. It's a little bit different. But he kind of looks like a chaos person because it looks horrifying, you know? But I guess you can look horrifying and be a good guy. Probably. But okay, I'm starting to learn. Imperial Fists, they are really good at defenses. Like insanely good. They're immovable. And it's kind of cool. It's very cool. I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't mentioned like Roman Emperor kind of thing. Or Roman Empire kind of thing. And you guys are probably going to say like, you're so wrong, Ole. Everything you say is wrong. But that is okay. I'm a noob. I probably like in the title of the video it says noob. So yeah.
Know why the Iron Warriors are so bitter? These guys are the reason why.
Hey, guys! Bring it in! Where is he going?
Now I understand. The Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors, they're so good at like siege, and then the Imperial Fists, they're so good at defending. So the Iron Warrior gets pissed because it's so hard to defeat. Or like, yeah. I see. It's like hot and cold. I don't know. Like it's a little bit of like opposite sides, I guess, or something. It's like you're really good at this and we're good at the opposite thing, and that is really cool. Where did it go? Whoa! What the fuck? What is that?
Hey! Hey, that could have killed me! Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and Percheron.
Hey, guys! We missed! Get another! They're so so cool. Jesus.
Hey guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀 are basically two sides of the same coin. One is just a bit more level-headed and got better jobs. If you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a classic military fighting force, start fisting.
I am having a very bad day. This
Night Lords.
Military
Night
fighting
Lords.
force,
Okay.
start fisting.
I am having a very bad day. Today is one of the worst days.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here we go. The Night Lords. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch Conrad Kurz, a sadist, a vigilante.
That guy looks like an insane person. It looks like if you have like a pirate movie and there is a guy that is like in a tavern and he looks a little bit like nasty. That is that guy. Wow, I can't wait though.
Allegiance, heretic. Primarch Conrad Kurz, a sadist, a vigilante, depresso espresso. Single word, fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from Nostromo and their Primarch Conrad Kurz. They are a traitor legion from a planet known as the Sunless World or the World of Endless Night. Nostromo is a horrible hive city that is known for being host to some of the worst gang.
Why does it look like he has a pineapple head? That really like screwed me up there. It's so hard to concentrate when he looks like a pineapple. Ah, goddamn. Okay, I need to re-listen.
Nostromo is a horrible hive city that is known for being host to some of the worst gang violence, murder, and working conditions around. The only thing keeping the population in check is the suicide rate. The Night Lords followed in the footsteps of their Primarch, a man who believed in a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make humans compliant is through fear. The Legion's lesson has been lost on them, as their ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers, arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube, as young as 12 years old. Murderers before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods. Now, fear is what they sow, and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords are scum. They are the exact opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think it's fun. They run away often so they can come back and kill you with more numbers. They prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the
It's kind of clever though to like flee if you can't win, because then you can just come back and win later. They're a little bit smart, even though they're horrific and gruesome and violent. And it's freaking me out a little bit. Not as much as the 𝗦cie still yet, but it's close. It's up there. It's up there. They're interesting. They do have like kind of like a pirate theme going on here. This is wild.
Easy and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands, so they raided one of their ships and brought it into atmosphere. The crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle. And the airlocks opened, and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown down in the populace. In other words,
it's raining, man.
A legion of gang.
Jesus. They are hardcore.
Gangers and criminals. Add together a heavy Slavic influence to them, and you've got my favorite faction.
You have not done the dishes for 5 years. So embarrassed when people come.
They are the Blood Angels. This is the red guy from Death Corps of Krieg, right? I'm pretty sure. The guy with the chainsaw, or like one of the guys with the chainsaws. And they were red. Pretty sure. Whoa. Blood Angels. So they're probably chaos. But, question here. The Night Lords, they're horrific, scary, crazy, but they're not on the chaos side. Are they on like the Emperor's side, but just like really fucked up? But they still want to have them because they're probably kind of effective in doing something. Whoa. Whoa.
Not my favorite faction.
You have not done the dishes for 5 years. So embarrassed when people come over here.
What does it matter? You bring them over, you kill them. Vampires don't do dishes.
The Blood Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch, sanguineous. An angel, a vampire, a dead-ass motherfucker.
Oh, it is a vampire. Whoa, it's a vampire? He probably said in the beginning of the Night Lords, if they were like on the Imperial side, Empire side, Emperor's side, or the Chaos side. Probably. But I didn't listen, Linda. God damn it. But they're vampires?
Single word descriptor, blood. The Blood Angels are 9th Legion, hailing from the homeworld of Baal, with their Primarch, Sanguinius. The Blood Angels are a tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before
he died. Whoa. And this is the Emperor, right? On the right side. Is the Emperor smaller than his son? His son has grown. The Horus is huge. And he killed the good angel guy. He looked really cool though. Wow.
Who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes. The death of their Primarch led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something known as the Black Rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood. As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart. But they don't.
That is a really cool part of the lore though. That is really cool and insane, and like gives more things are happening here. It's wild. Wow.
Machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart.
Just missed their
but
dad.
They don't see it as that. They see themselves there at their Primarch's demise with Horus in sight. And to them, it's time for vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine, that's Horus. Kill him. That Orc War Boss over there, Horus. Kill him. That tier.
What? Did they say Horus everywhere? They're just like, this is a horse, but not each other, hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. Whoa.
That's Horus. Kill him. That Orc War Boss over there? Horus. Kill him. That Tyranid swarm? 1,000 Horuses. Horai. Kill them all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt? Horus sabotage.
I'm a little bit sorry if you can hear like baby screaming. It's just Sarah getting changed. So don't worry about it. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. He's laughing there. Look at that laughing face.
Horai! Kill them all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt? Horus sabotaged your toaster. Destroy the toaster. Destroy it. Do it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over the Blood Angels, and it gives them this angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to sprout angel wings from their bodies. They are a tragedy through and through, and the only thing that will look more tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
I got a diesel engine.
Iron Hands.
And honey, we forgot to mention, we're gonna take your job away.
The Iron Hands. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Ferrus Manus, a machinist, an inventor, and not a great head on his shoulders. Single word, bionics. The Iron Hands are from the home planet of Medusa and their Primarch, Ferrus Manus. Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand. The Iron Hands believe that the flesh is weakness. But despite all of their enhancements, despite all the things that made them demigods, replacing some of the flesh with bionics will allow them to serve the Emperor more. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking
Wow, that is really cool. They're giving me a little bit of the what are they called again? Mechanicus, the faction that is like very like around like technology and equipment and weapons and all of that. They have the same kind of feel to them, like a little bit, just a little bit.
harm into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded space marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles, metal upgrades. These are the things that make up this legion. Their tech marines have servo arms sticking out from all directions. They have a wide array of mechanics and extremely often replace limbs with metal ones, serving all kinds of different functions to deal with their enemies. The Iron Hands are also not particularly nice. They're kind of assholes. I mean, Marines are already normally pretty big assholes, but they're a little bit up there because of their flesh, civilians made of flesh, because you see the
they don't like flesh. They're just like, ugh. It's like when I see a spider. It's like, ugh. I don't like spiders. I'm sorry. Maybe you love spiders. But damn, so they're mostly mechanical. But that must give them some kind of advantage in many ways, right? They don't need a third lung. They don't need a kidney. They don't use that, maybe.
Flesh is weak. Flesh is corruptible. Bionics, the strength of the machine is pure and cannot so easily be corrupted. So if you want people who have this little techno-fetishistic vibe to them, that love their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up the Iron Hands.
Understand, Commander. I was never here.
Legion 11.
Who are you? Who are you, Legion?
Why, hello there. I have returned from touching grass. I know. I'm pretty cool with the grass touching him. Now let's continue our Warhammer lecture.
This ruffles my jammy.
It's World Eaters. They are cool.
Okay, so what's going on here? I am a super sandwich!
The World Eaters. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Angron. A butcher, a slaughterer.
Extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word
That was really cool. But, like, as I understand it, that guy, he's like, oh, what did they do? I feel like I read in the comments that he's like super angry, right? But it's like a common misconception or something, but it's kind of sad actually, because they removed the part of his brain, or they did something with his brain that made him just constantly angry. So it's not really his fault. He's gotten like altered inside of the skull. You guys can tell me if it's wrong though. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe I read the comment wrong or misunderstood something. But he's actually like, we should feel some pity for him, I think. Right?
Like extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word descriptor, anger. Hey you! Yeah,
Anger.
you! Are you mad? Do you just fucking hate everything? Do you want to murder everything in sight and get rewarded for doing so? Then you should join the World Eaters. Home planet of 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀 and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry. Angron was raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain, so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his
Told you. I feel like I told you. Wow. I was actually right. Yes.
Emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger. Slap them with a freight train of armor, 2 goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen. It's no wonder they're
Fudge, that is hardcore. This is maybe one of my favorites. Maybe. Because it's just so wild. Imagine going around and just feeling anger all the time. What that would do with you. Like, that will bring you to some new levels. Some insane new levels.
Goddamn chainsaw axes,
wow,
and you can see what's
hardcore.
gonna happen. It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honestly a surprisingly sad
no
legion
wonder.
that I actually screwed up in assuming that they were all just angry murderers. I mean, they are, But they didn't start out that way. Their core corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors. The World Eaters, like I mentioned, the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you, and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you
that's
the faction.
Just
they're
give a sec.
red.
There, look at that armor. He's got swords sticking into his legs, and through his like everywhere. It's swords everywhere into his body. Is that to make him more angry, or is that after people trying to stab him, but he didn't got them care because he's angry? Wow.
They're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you like that, you play the World Eaters. Or you like it because they were, you know, at one point a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better than that. That was when I was in college. I didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
Ultramarines.
It's not done by sunrise.
I feel like I've heard about the Ultramarines. Are the Ultramarines like basically the standard Marines? But they're probably not, right? Is this like the face of Warhammer?
Hail Caesar. It's not done by sunrise. I'll cut your balls off.
The Ultramarines. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. That's how it's said. An analyst, a diplomat, a blueberry boy scout. Single word descriptor, duty. When you see Space Marines on a box or just Space Marines in promotional material, notice how they are always colored blue. These are the blue Space Marines. These ones here, the Ultramarines, who hail from the world of Macrogg with their Primarch, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗃.
I was right.
Ultramarines are the white bread of Space Marines. The grilled chicken with salt and pepper. This is by no means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's...
Like, it was like a half insult there, but I want to have like white bread. I want to have chicken that is like peppered and salted. I like that. I want it, you know? And I'm also really hungry. Forgot to eat breakfast today.
With salt and pepper. This is by no means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's also because they are so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for warfare is paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. Guilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch for all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, without supply lines, without trade routes, without infrastructure and economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff, and Guilliman knows it. Which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named Ultramar. Which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines. Which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing.
I feel like this is Captain America kind of a thing, you know? They're just like perfect, right? Or something, and they know it. They know they're perfect. Is Captain America inspired from Warhammer? I'm learning so much about life. You're probably gonna say it's not that. It's not right. And that is fine.
Victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of ultra depression for many reasons. Guilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empire has become and immediately wanted to fucking die. Being forced to lead everything he once hated, an Imperium rotten to its core with his sole responsibility to save it, is kind of what makes him interesting.
So now that the Emperor is like a rotten carcass, is this guy the number uno? Or like he's the number second? Because the rotten carcass is probably number one still. But now this guy's in charge, and I can see how that can be a little bit depressing. Because Warhammer isn't like, it's not sunshines and rainbows around here. It's a lot of other things. Maybe there are some sunshines and rainbows, but it's getting overshadowed by a lot of gruesome stuff. Wow.
core with his sole responsibility to save it is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple, clean slate.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Death Guard.
Funny poo.
Look at his face. That face is disturbing. Is this Nurgle? It's gotta be Nurgle. He loves you. Nurgle loves you.
You want a simple, clean slate.
Uh-oh, stinky. Funny poop. Poop funny. Woo.
The Death Guard. Allegiance, Heretic.
Wow.
Primarch, Mortarion. A Reaper, a Poison, an ungodly stench. Single word descriptor, rot. The Death Guard hail from Barbaros, with the Primarch Mortarion.
Why does every planet blow up? It blew up. It blew up. It blew up. That must be a meme. That must be a meme.
Rot. The Death Guard hail from Barbaros, with the Primarch Mortarion. The 14th Legion were known for their incredible resilience to damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Where the Imperial Fists were defensive thanks to tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving. They are slow, yet they are resistant, which was only confounded as a Death Guard captain, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀, code.
Oh my god, I feel like this is the Dark Knight. Is it the Dark Knight? Is that, or is it the Black Knight? I'm not sure, but I think if you YouTube it or Google it, you're gonna find the knight that is like, you cut off his arm, he's still like trying to fight. You cut off his, you continue to cut off all his limbs, and he's just continuing. He doesn't give up. I feel like this is that guy. Those are that guy. Wow.
Resistance.
Cool.
Which was only confounded as a Death Guard captain, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of rot and decay. Now, the Death Guard are a Nurgle-worshipping infected legion whose ability to feel pain and take damage has all but just gone away. They wade through gunfire, able to kill normal Marines 10 times over and continue unharmed, all while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter plague.
Oh my god, look how cool they are. Look how cool. It's horrific, but it's so cool. Oh my god, I love the gruesome parts of like Warhammer. It's the most appealing part. Like, I like the good side as well, or like the good side, but the gruesome side is like what really is like blowing my mind. How gruesome it is.
Of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter, plague spreads. People get sick and they die. They spread debilitating disease to all around them. Why would a legion need to be anything more than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by their presence? Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal.
It's just getting better and worse and better and worse. It's like, it depends on what you look at better. It's getting better and better, but it's getting better because it's just worse and worse. If you see what I mean. They got insects that ride on that looks like this. They're just like eating flesh, and they're just nasty as hell. Wow.
Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal alike, all while the Legion advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong to them. And look at Mortarion's model, dude. The man is baller as fuck.
Whoa, that's a cool model. Holy damn. Wow. And like, it's so cool. Also the detail where they move slowly forward because they just know the disease and rot and like all the nasty crap is gonna kill the people, or like at least like hurt them so much. Wow, I love it.
Belong to them.
I hate it.
And look at Mortarion's model, dude. The man is baller as fuck. A gigantic moth with a gigantic scythe. Come on now.
Wow.
The Death Guard.
Wow.
My next trick!
1,000 Suns.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
The 1,000 Suns. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch,
Heretic.
Magnus the Red. A scholar, a sorcerer.
I'm gonna guess Slaanesh, right? This has to be Slaanesh. Is it Slaanesh? Slaanesh. Because it's purple.
Fucking Primarch, Magnus the Red. A scholar, a sorcerer.
This is Magnus the Nerd. I know the memes. I know the memes. I know the memes. Because I was like, nerd? You can't, like, in the Every Faction Explained, I was like, you can't call someone Magnus the nerd in a Warhammer, because that doesn't fit in, like, the allure of the theme. You can't have nerd as a name. But then it was a meme. I understand now. This is Magnus the nerd.
A fucking nerd. A single word descriptor? Magic. The Thousand Sons hail from their homeworld of Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final of our 4 major Chaos God factions, the Thousand Sons are disciples of 𝗦cie, the Changer of Ways. Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves to the god of trickery and change. Most of them no longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust. Piloting...
Huh? Is that real? Or just flying around like dust? It's impossible to fight dust, though. It just it comes into the house again and again and again. It's impossible to get rid of. Or at least you can get rid of it, but it just comes back.
Them no longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader. The Thousand Sons do not deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong. This is untrue. He has done much wrong. However, he is very sympathetic, mainly because the Space Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their legion, escaping only through the assistance of the Changer of Ways, and forever changed because of it. Meanwhile, magic is their main tool. Take some Lovecraftian style abilities, the eyes everywhere, and potent spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Sons sorcery.
They seem like a source, or like a force to be reckoned with. Source?
Portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Sons sorcery knows no bounds, and they are very good at it. If you're a fan of like wizards, your classic style of spellcaster, and you want a ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarion, looks fucking baller,
Looks really cool.
Sons are for you.
Wow.
You fucking asshole! There's no way, you're a fucking cheater. You're such a sore loser.
Oh, this is probably a really good one.
You're a cheater. My dad works at Nintendo.
The Sons of Horus, or the Luna Wolves, or the Black Legion. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Horus, a warlord, a treasured friend, or the traitor himself. Single word descriptor, assault. The Sons of Horus are the formal name of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthoniya. The Sons of Horus themselves were assault troops. The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial Fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity. However, the Sons of Horus are no longer, because, well...
Because he got a little bit angry at his dad because of Amaranth.
They are now instead the Black Legion, led by...
Okay, so they were called Sons of Horus, but then they became the Black Legion. But is it like an automatic thing where if your Primarch leader changes sides, you as a son automatically change basically the side? Or is it some sons that just like, hell no, Dad, I'm not gonna go with you on the dark side? I'm sorry for all the questions.
They are now instead the Black Legion, led by Abaddon the Despoiler, who claims to succeed where his father failed. The Black Legion are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black and brass Space Marine, who are known for recruiting in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion.
What? Anyone? That is kind of wild.
Known for recruiting in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion. Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master. You gain favor by not just one, but all 4 gods equally. Their famous line, "Let the galaxy burn," is the best way to describe them. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. So long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job. They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a clear goal in mind, as the Dark Gods are calling and the Black Legion are sure.
Oh my god, I feel like this might be my favorite. It's the ultimate bad guys, right? I feel like they're the ultimate bad guys, and their models looks insanely cool.
Goal in mind, as the Dark Gods are calling and the Black Legion are sure to answer.
Hello. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
No.
It wasn't fucking optional!
The Word Bearers. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, 𝗬𝗏𝗏, a preacher, a fanatic, a choir boy. Single word descriptor,
choir boy?
Zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call of the Dark Gods, what if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the Word Bearers are for you. The 17th Legion led by...
Whoa, so it's like, what is the word? It's like, I forgot the word. Hipsters. They're like before the trend. They're...
Primarch 𝗬𝗏𝗏 on the planet of 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀.
Blew up.
Originally obsessed with worshipping the Emperor of Mankind as a god, they found that despite his divinity, he was not worthy of worship. Because, you know, he raised their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground for daring to worship him. Like, could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid, it just destroyed the whole thing? Like, what would that do to your head? But there are gods that want worship and will reward those who do. The Word Bearers are chaos worshippers to a T. All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic rituals, the summoning of demons, and the mutual possession of their own troops. They welcome demons to their bodies to fight as one. They exalt the Dark Gods themselves for aid, and guess what? They answer. In the world...
That is so cool. And so fucked up and cool. Whoa.
The Dark Gods themselves for aid, and guess what? They answer. In the world of 40K, Satan doesn't just call you back. He hops in his GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch. In the world of 40K, your rituals will end with genuine results. The Word Bearers know this. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism, the gods will answer and they will be rewarded. So they use it. They bring forth demons. They bring forth possessions. They bring forth the power of the Neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against the Imperium. 𝗬𝗏𝗏 sits there, smiling, as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith is a reality. And it is a tool he is using to rend the galaxy.
That must be so like crazy and so like, I'm not sure how to word this, but like the good side or the Emperor's side is like they're really devoted to like belief in the Emperor, right? That is like everything else is like heretics. So that is like the main theme. But by like worshipping their like god and stuff like that, they get like to travel through the warp, right, or something around the universe. So it's important. But these guys, they get so much more from their god constantly, and that must be like a little bit mindfuck if you really want things.
Dear Sir Stroke
Salamanders.
Madam, fire! Exclamation mark. Fire! Exclamation mark. Help me!
The Salamanders. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Vulcan, a Forge Master, a behemoth, a very huggy boy. Single word descriptor,
huggy boy.
Fire. The Salamanders hail from Nocturne, a volcanic planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size. Vulcan, he is an enormous slab of beef, by far the largest of all the Primarchs. However, don't let his size fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition of...
Maybe like his size gives him like the confidence to show his manly emotions, or like not his manly emotions, but manly emotions, but show his emotions. Whoa, he's not like, he's not scared, you know? Wow.
Fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition of looking frightening, being larger than other Marines, while also boasting an ashy, like coal color skin and blazing red eyes, while simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weaponry. So your average civilian might be spooked, but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians. Vulcan believes that to safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, I mean, safeguard its people. So unlike other legions who put their lives far and above the average human, the Salamanders spend significantly more time trying to save them, often.
But that makes so much sense. I feel like, if anything, the other like factions, or like the other legions, they have like forgotten their ways, or they're gone a little bit too far probably. It's just fighting for a side, but not like for a reason. The Salamanders, they have a good reason.
Been taking numerous losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths, maintaining their own weapons and crafting versions of it. They also have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families even after becoming a space marine. They care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5-foot tall giant with flaming red eyes who just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire, melting things, and being the nicer of the Marines, Salamanders are for you.
Shit, I think maybe Salamanders are for me, because I'm like overly nice. Like I'm nice. I love positivity, niceness, and like goodness. I say that in my live stream all the time, or like I don't say exactly that, but if I can make people's day a little bit better, then I feel like I have nailed my live stream. So, and by the way, check out my live stream. It's like linked to Twitch in the description. I stream stream five times a week, so it's quite a lot. You should check it out. Raven Guard.
Sneak attack! Saga, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
The Raven Guard. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, 𝗦cie 𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. A raven, a shadow, an industrial dance DJ. Single word description.
Industrial dance DJ? What? Cool.
A raven, a shadow, an industrial dance DJ. Single word descriptor. Stealth. The Raven Guard are the final Loyalist Legion at 19 and hail from the planet Deliverance with Primarch 𝗦cie 𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. If it hasn't been made clear enough already, the Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite this, their signature winged jump pack and double lightning claw look is, well, not very stealthy. They are named after...
Yeah, I don't really get the stealth feeling when I look at them. It's like, sure, you have like a dark suit, so you don't immediately see you in the darkness, but you're kind of large.
Lightning claw.
But I guess you can be stealthy in like a huge way. Like if you have like a fleet of spaceships coming like up like on your starboard side without even knowing it, and they're just suddenly there and just bam, 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 or something like that. You can be like stealthy in a huge way.
Look is, well, not very stealthy. They are named after, of course, the Raven and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters that have no problem with waiting and waiting and waiting until the moment to strike is at hand. It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves people in 1 ton of power armor, but they find a way. That, more than anything, should not be used to show how ridiculous 40k is, even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs. It's not about them sneaking around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so long that it wasn't until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there. And also, if you want, you know, edgelord Marines with a long black haircut, pale skin, ravens everywhere, if you want to field assassins and snipers abound, then the Raven Guard are for you.
It could be in this very
Alpha
room.
Legion.
It could be you. It could be me. It could even...
They're blue? Is this Ultramarines gone wild?
Whoa! What? It was obvious.
The Alpha Legion. Allegiance? Heretic. Primarch, Alpharius, and Omegon. Saboteurs, destabilizers, they're in your walls. Single word descriptor,
the rats.
Espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by 𝗦cie and 𝗦megon, the only Legion to have 2 Primarchs who were split as twins. The Alpha Legion are heretical, we think, and specialize in destabilization of society and armies. Their entire shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off one head, 2 more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be 𝗦cie. All.
Huh? So it's impossible to know who is the real, like, Primarch? Wow.
Are liars. They make the largest use of sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions because it's extremely easy to take over a planet when you
poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses.
Where the Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you can imagine from a hardcore spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being 𝗦cie is not only an honor, being 𝗦cie is a requirement. There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot.
What? That is so mindfuck and so smart and so cool. Whoa.
Talking facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are Space Marines in name only, because being a strong stoic warrior is not what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am 𝗦cie. You are 𝗦cie. We are all 𝗦cie in his Lord's glorious army. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little something. I hope if you were on the fence about what Space Marines you wanted to field, you would now have a better idea of what you want to play. Buy my Gamer Sub Shaker. It's on sale. It's on pre-order. It's ready to go. Just get it. Just get it. Use code 𝗦cie. It's in the description. Just get it. And a huge thank you to all of my patrons over on patreon.com/𝗦cie and the members on the YouTube channel. Your names are here. I thank you a ton. You are all very generous. And I need to answer a question. Have you ever attempted to touch grass but end up touching the Destiny 2 loading screen? Oh, damn it. I just...
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Oh.
So?
Come on. Okay. Oh my god, that was a really good one. That was an amazing video. And an amazing video. It's kind of hard to know which Legion I feel like is my thing though, because some of them I want to like not support, but like pick because they're so cool. And some of them I want to pick because I feel like this is a little bit of me. So that is difficult. That is difficult. I feel like the Space Wolves. Is it Space Wolves? Iron Wolves? Space Wolves. Space Wolves. They are Vikings. So I'm Norwegian. Kind of similar. Salamanders. They're nice. I want to be nice. I think I'm nice. So that is kind of cool. But then you have like, all of the really dark ones, which is insanely cool. Oh my god, I am so glad you guys recommended this video to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm pointing again. I'm so sorry for all of the pointing, but thank you so much. And thank you so much if you like, subscribe, and maybe comment a couple of comments about like all of my questions. I appreciate it. And if you are watching this as a fellow noob, as I said earlier, I think you're gonna find some great answers in the comments probably. And you should check out my Discord. Let's see. Here, I'll show you real quick. Here. It's been a lot of people joining, which is so cool. But here we have like Warhammer categories over here with lore and where you can come with like react videos that you want me to react to. And also we have a show your models. I'm super interested in seeing your models. Oh, there's new models here. I did a little joke because I feel like if I tried to paint models, they're gonna look like this. Pretty sure. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're so cool. And they're so well painted. Look at this paint. It's so good. So very well painted. But yeah, you should check out the Discord. Link in the description. Check out my Twitch. Link in the description. I live stream there. And thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I wonder which video is going to be the next one. You can also comment that if you want to. See you later. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.